celebrities who spoke out about their homes burning down in the Los Angeles wildfires.
I am just so sorry for the people who have lost their homes and are suffering in ways that are unimaginable. And I am definitely keeping you all in our prayers. These are trying times. It's hard to believe that human beings could be this cruel. But, yeah. I just want to thank everyone who prayed for us. So far, they have lifted the evacuation immediately from where we live. Our bags are packed. We're ready to go just in case. But there were citizens in our neighborhood that caught the person who they believe started the fires near where we are. Very, very grateful for that. And I just feel my heart is so heavy for people who have lost everything. And it's just a hard place to be in, you know. And I am overwhelmed, and I am grateful. I feel like in a way I have survivor's remorse. The winds could change. We don't know what's gonna. One thing that is for sure is that when you are a person of faith, you believe that there is something better on the other side of all of this. And that is what I believe. And that is what I hold on to. And that is the thing that will push us forward. That is the thing that will allow us to rise from these ashes. That's the thing. Prayers up. We love y'all. God bless you.
All these homes, you know, all this land burned up in California, you know, and people are online talking about it's God's will. That's a sad thing to say. God doesn't do negative energy like that, you know. It's unfortunate that, you know, this is man, some kind of man causing it somehow. And I pray for all you guys out there. Hope that you know, get through all this. God bless you guys. In 2025, we got to be more about love and accepting others and accepting people for who they are. And God bless you guys, and please stay safe.
I have been up most of the night like most Californians. I've never seen devastation like this in my life. And we have one of the finest fire departments in the United States, probably in the world. You know, Cal Fire and Los Angeles Fire Department. I have a friend's house that he was born in since 1948. He lived in the same house, burnt to the ground in the Palisades. Malibu is devastated. Altadena is devastated. It's something like I've never seen. They consider it probably the worst fire ever. The winds are sometimes 90, 80 miles an hour. They can't get the planes up, can't get the helicopters up. My heart goes out to all these people that have lost everything, memorabilia, everything. Please, God, come down and give us a message, save us. This is absolutely horrible.
How's everybody doing? We're off to a pretty rough start for this new year. I don't live in LA, but I know the city well. And this is just a nightmare tragedy beyond anything that I could have comprehended, or probably anybody else. I know some people talk about the movie stars that have lost their homes. But a hell of a lot of other people have too. People that work in the industries, who just make an hourly wage, and Republicans and Democrats. It's a huge, huge number of people that have lost their homes and possibly don't have any insurance. So I know most of you are aware of this, and so what are you going to do? My father, Kirk, and my stepmother, they have a foundation, the Douglas Foundation, and I've asked the board to make a contribution that I'm going to match. So try to get the ball rolling there, and we're going to give our contribution to the American Red Cross. But I hope everybody across the country, this is not a question of blue states or red states, Republicans or Democrats. This is humanitarian, and this is really, really a major crisis. So please, please, whatever you can, try to help everybody out. We're focusing on the American Red Cross. But
I know you lost a friend.
I did lose a friend, and for our church, it's really tender, so I don't feel like I should talk about her yet. But yeah, I did lose a friend who did not get out in time, and
road and flagged them down and asked them to come join me. Jen, I know you're helping out. Why was it so important for you to link up with Jose for this?
Well, I've lived in and around the Palisades for 25 years, so I think all of us we want to get our hands into working somehow to be helpful. And because of my work with Save the Children, we have a relationship with Chef, and I was able to just say, can I be with you for the day? What can I do to help put me to work? And so, and can I tell you, my best friend's house was down the street. They had a gong in their front yard. There were so many kids. There were so many kids that played in the street, and they would hit the gong at the end of the day and call them home, just like neighborhoods across the country. It is not some faraway place that you can't reach. This is like the street we run down on 5Ks. This is where the little fire truck, that God bless our firefighters, this is where the fire truck goes, on the 4th of July parade. This is a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood. I'm looking at the chimney of somebody that I loved, who died there.
Somebody who died in that home?
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit
it's
easier.
too awful to talk about. It's just kind of unimaginable, and so I reached out to Chef and just said,
I think the key is
Save the Children is getting up and running here in LA to help kids in shelters and to help with social emotional, and to make sure that to work with hand in hand with the Red Cross to make sure that shelters are set up for little babies and moms and kids and fathers. And I took advantage a little bit of celebrity privilege and called Chef and said, please, can I come with you? We're going to have to co-create what this is going to be from here, and we are going to have to be God's hands. There's so much good to look for and to donate to, and we can feel the love from the rest of the country, and we're grateful. We need that brotherhood and sisterhood.
Were you able to get possessions that, of course, are really immaterial when you have your family, but I've been to your house. It was an incredible home, beautiful home. But were you able to get anything out of your house?
Not much. A few necessary things. My son I said, just go and grab this and this and this. And he grabbed like 3 things and took off. And then, those are okay. Stuff like passports and a couple of papers and stuff like that. But by and large, everything was just, it looked, when I got there the other day, I went up there yesterday, it looked like Dresden, after Bomber Harris got through with it. Yeah.
Mel,
so nothing left.
Hey you guys, what's up? Tia Mowry here. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out to myself just to see if, my family is okay. As you can see, we are okay, but I am terribly sorry and feel terrible for all of the people who are not. LA has truly been impacted by this terrible circumstance. So I just wanted to bring awareness to all of the things we can do to help support. I want to thank the firefighters. I want to, thank all of the first responders who have been helping out during this time. I believe in LA, I believe in our community, and I believe that we can do what we need to do to rebuild this city. Look out for information in my stories and look out for information in this feed. But I love you guys and stay safe.
Hi, Lopez update. Fires are still close by, but house is still standing. The yard's just demolished, and huge trees and oak trees are gone. And not too much damage to the house itself, but now I gotta worry about power lines. Like, look at this tree right here behind me. It's on these power lines. We already don't have power, but it is concerning because it could start another fire. And the looters and the arsonists, I mean, it's the lowest of the low right there. Just, we gotta worry about these criminals. That's just straight evil, especially during these times. But man, again, all the first responders and firefighters, everyone helping. God bless you guys, you're awesome. And stay strong, LA, we'll get through this. Prayers up.
Los Angeles has been my second home for nearly 25 years, and I am devastated by what I've seen, read. It's horrific. Along with a lot of other people, I want to do something to help. I've done some research, and it looks like the Red Cross organization is doing an awful lot. I've attached the link. I'm going to make a donation. I strongly ask other people like myself who can do something to help, because there's an awful lot of people right now who are going to need help now and in the future. And I'm sending you my love, my prayers, my support, lots of love.
So here's what I'm finding out in Pasadena. I am at Flint Ridge Retreat Center. It is 236 West Mountain. And they really have a well-organized, well-oiled machine here. When you're driving up, you let them know what you're here for. If you're here to donate and drop things off, you get in the left line. You see that? It's two lines. You get in the left line. If you're coming to pick up, if you're a family in need, you get in the right line, you pull up, and you tell them what it is you're here for, and they'll give it to you. And as you can see, they have food out here. There's water out here. There's clothing down the line. A lot of stuff for babies. There's toiletries. There's Pampers. There's everything you need. But come to 236 West Mountain if you are in need, or if you want to volunteer. If you want to volunteer your services, volunteer your time, volunteer food, whatever you want. And the people that are working here are all volunteering. Some of them lost their homes, and they're still out here volunteering and helping. So, by all means, come through Flint Ridge Retreat Center. If you want to drop off, donate stuff, donate water, clothes, toiletries, Pampers, food, or if you're a family in need and you need to pick some things up, okay? Also, if any of you are chefs, you cook, you have a food business, the volunteers need food, some of the people need food. If you are looking to help and feed and donate and do what you can, donate your time, or just pull up 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Sharon, you are so sweet to join me on this last minute notice. Tell me what you're doing.
We're doing several things. My sister called me this afternoon. She and another publicist friend of ours are working. They've opened a store, worked together with a store on Beverly Boulevard. It's called The Coop, C-O-O-P. So if you have gently used clothes, shoes, bedding, anything that these disenfranchised people may need, please come immediately to The Coop. Starting tomorrow morning at 10, and you can drop them off. If you need things, come to The Coop. This is for people who need any of these things. Please come there. This is where you can get them. It's a distribution center. Also, I've been taking friends into my home. I have families coming now to move in with us, and we're just setting up. We recognize that there has been apocalyptic tragedies all over the world, and we recognize as well that this will get better if we all help each other.
We had to make a makeshift sign because we had cars lined up around the block donating. So we're at The Coop at 7282 Beverly Boulevard at the corner of Poinsettia. And we have shoppers. Are you guys shopping or donating?
Donating.
Donating if you go around back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your donation. And let me show you inside. So donations are coming in so fast. We have amazing sunglasses, bedding, women's coats, clothing, toiletries.
That's good for her. Yes.
People getting clothes. Some great hats over there.
She said she's exhausted.
Kids' clothes. This is what a group of women does in 4 hours. But the donations keep pouring in, which is amazing. Stuffed animals, shoes. Oh, we got shoe racks. That's awesome. We got shoe racks?
7.5.
I love it. I didn't even see those 5 minutes ago.
No, to put out.
I'm from Meadville, Pennsylvania, and a famous quote by Margaret Mead says, "Never forget that a group of thoughtful, committed citizens can make a difference." We're at the Coop at 7282 Beverly Boulevard, collecting gently used clothing for kids, men, women, children, people that have been displaced and affected by the fire. We have beautiful cashmere sweaters, jeans, new socks, shoes, clothes, blankets. I'm going to take you inside. 7282 Beverly Boulevard. You can come and shop. You can also donate.
Here,
Okay.
should I just put girls and boys together? I don't think they. Once it. Yeah.
By the way, this started 3 hours ago. This is what I'm saying.
Along a fire-scarred stretch of Malibu, we met up with Milo Ventimiglia, a 47-year-old father-to-be. Oh, no. And today, one of the first residents here to get a look at the damage.
Wow, man. Toast.
Home after home destroyed. And Milo's house wasn't one of the lucky ones.
I know you were aware the house was gone. What's it like to then stand here?
Heavy. You know, you start thinking about, man, it hits you so quick. You start thinking about all the memories and the different parts of the house and whatnot, and then you see your neighbors' houses and everything kind of around, and your heart just breaks.
Now, if you feel like you've seen Milo before, you probably have. He's an actor, best known for his roles as Jess on Gilmore Girls and Jack Pearson on This Is Us.
I'm an ordinary man.
But in other ways, and especially today, he's also just another worried homeowner.
Yeah, that's the kitchen. These were stools.
One who, after he and his wife evacuated on Tuesday, watched on security cameras as the flames took over.
I think there's a kind of shock moment where you going, oh, this is real and this is happening, and then at a certain point we just turned it off. It's like, what good is it to continue watching? You know, we kind of accepted the loss.
He and his wife, who is due to give birth any day now, grabbed everything they could think of. But of course, not everything.
Had you already bought a crib?
Yeah, whole thing was set up.
All that was in there, ready to go.
The physical loss here is total, much as it was for his character Jack, whose own home burned down in This Is Us.
You know, it's not lost on me, life imitating art.
But unlike Jack, Milo is still here. And he has everything, he says, that really matters.
We got good friends and we got good people we're working with, and we'll make do. We'll make do. Wife and baby and dog, most important.
And Milo may also have a new cause this evening. After the fictional fire in This Is Us, people may recall Milo became an advocate for fire safety. Well, now he says his interests have turned to wildfire safety, and he's already thinking about ways he might be able to help his community and others, Nora.
What a story. Tony DeCopel, thank you so much.
I wonder if I could just make, here on Palisades Drive, if anybody has a car and they leave the keys in the car so that we can move your car so that these fire trucks can get up Palisades Drive. What's happening is people take their keys with them as if they're in a parking lot. This is not a parking lot. We really need people to move their cars. So if you leave your car in Palisades Drive, leave the key in there so a guy like me can move your cars and get them up there so that these fire trucks can get up there. It's really, really important.
Thank you for talking to us live, sir. What's your name?
My name is Steve Gutenberg.
Steve, do you live in this area?
I live in the area. I live right up the hill. And thank goodness everybody back. But I have friends up there right now, and they can't evacuate because it's stuck on Palisades Drive.
Yeah. And you're an actor.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
Okay, now you look familiar. You look familiar to me now.
Yeah.
So, sir, do you have family up there? I was just talking to that gentleman. He has a mom who's stuck up in the hills.
Yeah, there are people stuck up there. So we're trying to clear Palisade Drive, and I'm walking up there as far as I can, moving cars. But people don't take their keys with them as if it's a parking lot. There are families up there. There are pets up there. There are people who really need help.
And you told us that this is one of those situations. We have seen this. People are not able to move. We were in our live truck. We couldn't even move. They told us to bust a U-turn. I've never seen traffic this slow.
Well, of course, we've got a huge fire up there. We got huge winds right now. And it's really important for people to help each other. It's really important for everybody to band together. And don't worry about your personal property. Just get out. Get your loved ones and get out. I have friends up there that can't get out right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
They've been given evacuation orders.
Have you been? Could you call them? Did you talk to them?
I spoke to everybody up there. It's starting to move. But
we're seeing the cars. Okay, so we're seeing the cars that he's talking about, but they're moving.
I live in an area where there would be fires a lot. And there was probably 4 times we had to fully pack up the house. Everything out, houses catching on fire, property caught on fire, like really close to losing everything. First time, packed up my entire shoe and bag closet. And a lot of them because they were memory stuff from my dad, stuff in high school, but all designer stuff. Also videos, photos, whatever. Digitized everything, put everything important somewhere else. Second, pack up the designer stuff, but leave some of the clothes. I don't really need all the clothes, but I packed a hotel for months, bags and every designer thing that I had to come. Third time, leave all the bags and shoes. I don't need them. We got all the photos. We got my little blankie when I was little, the kids stuff. Fourth time, leave everything. Me and my babies. That's all I need. I have all my photos digitized. I have everything digital. We got our passports. We're good. Now I'm like, nothing is worth it. Nothing is important. And I think that comes from life experiences, scary experiences, things shaking you to your core to make you realize that nothing is important. You can't, I know everyone says this, but you can't take it with you. None of it is important.
I found out that my earthquake and fire had been canceled 3 months ago, and they didn't say a word. So I called my accountant, and I was like, bro, what the why wouldn't you tell me? Because, you paid the bills. And then he's like, I didn't tell you because no one said anything to me about it, so I didn't know. So I'm like, oh my God. At that point, I just came back to the hotel and crumbled because I was like, my life savings is in that house. I don't even have equity yet. Not even moved in fully. If it burns down, I'm completely screwed and I will have nothing. So it was very stressful. So after he sent me that photo, I extended my room, and they were trying not to extend it. And I was like, no, I need an extension. So then when I was trying, this was my second attempt to go back home. I couldn't go back up the hill. I cried myself to sleep. It said that our evacuation, what did it say? Evacuation order downgraded. So it's not mandatory, but it's like earlier it was mandatory and now they've downgraded it to voluntary. It's already hard enough being black. Then a black woman. A black couple. A black family with kids. In my neighborhood. Trying, you know what kind of hoops and rings of fire, no pun intended, they sent me through for a home loan? I had to do so much stuff that I had never known I was gonna need to do. And they didn't want 1 year my tax returns, they wanted 3. I don't know where those are. I don't even know if I filed. What the F? So then you gotta get that together. But why do I have to give you 3 years? Why do you want, like, it just became so, to go through that and to put everything you own into that and for it to be gone in a blink of an eye. And I've been seeing people say it. They said it about Paris Hilton and Janae. And like, oh, they have bread, they'll be fine. It doesn't matter, bread or no bread. Like, that don't matter. That's a home, right? And so then you don't have insurance to cover it. People can't, including myself, cannot afford to lose a whole house and everything in it and then have no fire coverage. And then what? Not only that, I'm still stuck with a mortgage on a home that I can't even rebuild because I didn't own it long enough to grow equity in it.
30% of the firefighters fighting in LA are prisoners. It's not slave labor because they get paid $5, but you know, it was, I don't live in LA anymore. I live in New York. It was on the ballot to have slavery removed from, because basically the language of slavery now is that well, it was always this from the 13th Amendment. It says that slavery is abolished unless you have been convicted of a crime. So even in the event of you saying, oh, isn't that slave labor? It's like, well, even if the answer is yes, they have said that if you're convicted of a crime, then you are allowed to. I have to put on lipstick on my bottom lip because this is just, it's killing me. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. If you were in the situation where you had to evacuate your house, what would you take? I would take my paintings. I mean, my animals goes without saying. I feel like things like meds, animals, like passport, like I feel like that's kind of like goes without saying.
Fires going on right now, man. Make sure y'all pray for us, you know what I'm saying? My store didn't get damaged by the fire, you know, but keep praying for us. Tilza, what up? It's a lot of fires out here in the city right now. It's a lot of fires by my house. So, man, make sure y'all keep praying for us out here in Cali, man, you know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate my followers. I couldn't have did it without my followers. Everything that y'all seeing right now is because of y'all. You know what I'm saying? This shit really made me emotional. Like the first night, I was just up all night, nigga, in the store, just staring at the fucking wall, like in shock. We live at the SOMG podcast room right now. So look, I got the podcast room. I got the studio. I got the podcast room. And I got the store, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all get ready. If you want to be on the podcast, pull up on your boy. Look, check this out, though. We finna set up the NBA Jam arcade. I already got a couple arcades, you know what I'm saying? We finna set up another one. Make sure y'all come shop, man. good, man. The fires is out here, man, but y'all know I'm standing on business, man.
I have been chased by these doggone fires. So, as I posted on Wednesday, I got the evacuation alert, packed up my stuff real fast with my niece, got in the car, went to my sister's house. 2 days later, we were cleared to return to my home. But I was still at my sister's house. And tonight, one of her dear friends knocks on her door and says, "What are you thinking? You got to get out of here." We step outside and the sky is orange. We didn't see that. It's that Temescala fire, or the Palisades fire, having come all the way from the Palisades north to Encino, where my sister lives. And we're looking at this orange sky. So we, again, as a team, we start pulling things out of her closet, mostly her paperwork that she's been collecting for years. And we get the cars packed up, and we turn and look at each other, and we were like, wow, this is crazy, right? Because we're headed now back to my house. And as I was driving home, I was like in awe a bit that both of us responded to the fires in basically the same way, and that is, well, don't want to lose all that stuff, but it's only stuff, and there was no trying to make that be the feeling. It was only stuff. And then I remembered why. I remember being in my early teens, and I had gotten my first car, and and I bought it myself. And probably less than 2 days after having the car, 2 days or 2 weeks, I don't remember, my older sister was driving the car, and she brushed one of those yellow poles at a gas station, and the car got damaged on the side, dented, and this big yellow streak down the side. And I was crying and crying. And I had only had the car, I think it was 2 weeks. And my father said to me, "I'm sorry. And this is only a thing. And things are going to come and go. You can get another car." So basically he was saying, don't let this disturb your peace. I think we grew up in a household that was really clear about the difference between things and what really matters. So prayers up to everyone. And I know that this is hard. And in this moment, I am grateful for a way of thinking that was laid inside of me when I was very young. I'm loving you.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to give you an update. I can't get back into my house. Everything is shut down. I evacuated Tuesday night anyway. I've been able to go back and forth, but now I can't get back in. There's a small little fire that's up there closest to my house. It's smoky. The air quality is bad. I just have my music in the car. I have maybe 2 sweatsuits, and that's it. So I just wanted to tell you to pray for the people here that are going through. I'm grateful that I at least have, I'm good. I think my house is still good right now. I'm going to my parents' house. And so just pray for the people here in Los Angeles. We'll keep you posted. But I'm safe. I just don't know about my house. And that's okay. It's not important. What's important is keeping lives, helping people, helping each other, coming together as a community. All right, God bless you. Bye-bye. 101 going north. This is off the freeway, probably Tarzana, DeSoto area. Be careful, new fire.
I'm born and raised in the city of Angels, and the entire city of Angels is on fire everywhere. Everywhere. The entire city of the Pacific Palisades is gone, you guys. I mean, literally my neighborhood, gone. My house tonight is still there, but I live in a different canyon, but the entire Pacific Palisades looks like, you know, unfortunately Gaza or one of these war-torn countries where awful things have happened. So, and there are fires now breaking out everywhere. So it feels totally bizarre to be talking about a movie, and yet, you know, it's a piece of art. Art will save us no matter what.